Greetings and welcome to Growth Hacking Secrets. I'm your host, Mohammed Siddique from Atlanta, Georgia. On this episode, we have a special guest, Ian Hendry. Ian is the founder of Elevated Elements. Please join me to give a warm welcome to our guest, Ian Hendry. Ian, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let me start with this. Where were you? What happened? Who are you surrounded with that inspired you to do what you do today?
So I was actually getting my car serviced at the local dealership, and being in the electrical lighting world that I'm in, noticed some of the lights, the new lights, LEDs that were not functioning properly, and had noticed this at a couple other places, and realized that there's a bit of an issue going on with quality of product and installation. So seeing this happen to my fellow people, because my background is in the auto world, being a car salesman and an automotive marketing graduate, I felt the need to help them out and kind of bring back the quality of substance back to good service and product.
What are the top three reasons why do people fail?
One of them being, I think people don't see how challenging it is to start a business or a company and run it. They don't do the pre-work to that, and so they just jump in. A lot of the times quitting their job, not having the finances behind them to at least maintain their personal bills, and then realize that the sales aren't happening as fast as they want it to. The clients aren't rolling in the door, and being in a scarcity situation with no funds, they feel the pressure and eventually deem to quit that company they thought or wanted to start. One of the other things is having issues or challenges pop up, like your computer that just wipes out at random, and people find these instances as signs that they're not supposed to be in business or doing what they're doing, so they quit even before they really started, or at least shortly into it. And then one of the other things that kind of ties with the two things is mindset. I learned early on that having the right mindset and the growth mindset allows you to keep moving forward even through the tough times and the struggles.
What is your greatest failure story? What did you learn and how did you recover from it?
So about 10 years ago, I was let go from my current position, and it sort of opened my eyes to something I wanted to get a handle on, get control of. And so I paid to have some testing done to establish what kind of disabilities I was working with. And so I got the treatment for that, and that began, I guess, the direction of me into my journey of entrepreneurship, just with the outcomes that I was able to better myself, I guess you could say.
What are your top three success secrets that others can model from?
Some of them are pretty simple, like giving yourself gratitude and time. We don't pat ourselves on the back or be grateful that we've taken that leap, when a lot of people don't. Believing in what you're setting out to do, like truly believing it, that you can help thousands, if not millions, of people directly or indirectly, instead of chasing the money, is very important to me. And then the other part is being an innovator in your space or your industry, where you're creating and disrupting the industry with value that no one else is providing, and so being a me-only kind of company.
What motivates you within?
The growth mindset is a big thing, and I'm always about improving myself. And I guess it's being able to help and improve in other places in the world, if not other people, with just small incremental changes that they potentially could or aren't seeing within themselves. But growth and impact on the world is a big thing, I believe.
What is your company's motto?
That one, I'm not really certain. I mean, we're about providing the right product, a quality product and service the first time, not just doing it and to get it off the street. So, I mean, if you want to roll with that, I guess that would be it.
Who is your ideal client?
So the auto industry or auto dealerships is the niche market that we focus on specifically.
How do you find your ideal clients?
Typically, it's referrals, and right now we're increasing our online presence and lead generation daily.
How do you engage your ideal client?
It's about asking questions, asking the right questions, or the questions that other people aren't asking. At the other side of that, it's also talking to them or asking them about their personal life, because we spend a lot of time talking about transactional stuff and not enough about the person we're in front of, getting to know them.
What are your well-defined products or services?
So our flagship is dealership lighting optimization and service or product, if you will. And then one of the newer ones that we've developed, it's showroom experience enhancement, just making the atmosphere more conducive to a premium buying environment for customers.
Why someone should buy from you?
Well, I mean, with the auto dealerships, we help them shorten the sales process, increase the buying rate on first visits, and increase the gross profits per unit sold.
How do you crush your competition?
That would be by being different, asking questions that the other people aren't asking, usually using quality products, not cheap products, just because we think that people want cheap. And it's about getting ready to turn and making sure that they feel safe and protected, not just within themselves, but with the product and service you're providing for them, giving them a greater return on investment.
How do you deliver a 5-star client experience?
Our touch points, I mean, when we start, our process really carries through the whole thing, and it goes with the questions and being engaged with the customer on a personal level, not just like for business purposes. So we're engaging them with family matters. I mean, when we get to the end of the process, we don't just walk away. You see us on a scheduled basis, that we're back in your dealership, seeing you and talking to you and just engaging and checking how things are. So, I mean, we don't just do it and walk out, I guess you could say.
How do you convert your client experience into brand ambassadors?
Most people don't ask for referrals from people that do not buy. It's typically when someone's purchased from you. With our sales process, the way it's set up, it keeps them comfortable and safe that when we finish, even if they say that they don't want to proceed with us, it's okay. Like it makes it easy to ask for referrals. So, I mean, I guess it's keeping them comfortable and safe, really.
How do you handle rejections? The best ones are where you can learn from them. You can't get negative about it. I mean, as long as they're open to giving you feedback, then it's a good interaction, whether you got the business or not. Feedback can only help you grow and see what you're missing. So, I mean, that's really the only thing you can take away from a rejection, as far as I see it. How do you handle client rejections? How do you handle an angry client?
So with them, like an angry client often isn't angry because of you. It's a lot of the times it's something that's happened earlier in the day, multiple things, or during that week. And the best thing is for me at least, is to keep calm and keep my cool and let them blow off some steam and quite often they relax after that and they calm down, and they typically apologize, actually, knowing that it wasn't me that did anything right.
We are about to move into lightning round. That means quick question and quick answer. Are you ready?
I'm good.
What are you grateful for today?
My family's happy and healthy, and I have the freedom in my schedule to do what I want.
How do you start your day?
It depends. I mean, I start between either a short workout, meditation, or reading, and then I help get my kids together and off of school, and then I have breakfast with my wife while we watch a show.
How young are you?
I am 41, so 25 years old, and 25 years young, and 16 years experienced.
So you are not 41, you are 18 years old.
I could be 18.
Yeah, plus 23 years experience.
There you go.
Okay. So what you want to do when you grow up?
I mean, I don't know if I'd ever stop working, but spending more time helping others in their personal and professional lives, like helping startups and small businesses, just because I know how challenging it is, with the right knowledge to getting that momentum, as well as helping children, terminally ill kids, living happy and healthier lives is pretty important.
What is your plan to achieve your goal?
Well, we're in the process of starting these two nonprofits, and we're starting to bring in other people that can help broaden that and bring more ideas, more direction, because of some things that we may lack. Right.
How will you feel in case you don't achieve your goal?
I mean, I've already done some of it. So I mean, even with what I've accomplished in those areas, I've made a bit of impact already. So I mean, I'm happy. I mean, we always want more. So yeah.
How do you overcome a challenge life throws at you?
Often I find myself educating my and learning on that matter, so I can better understand what's going on in that area, at least so I can hire more qualified people, or I end up tackling it myself.
What is the advice you will give to younger yourself?
To my younger self, I would say not to let traumatic events change your direction, especially when they're already in a positive route.
Once you have a revenue generating idea, how do you convince your significant others?
My significant other, I get excited about things and I share the details. Typically, she's pretty easygoing in most aspects. So, I mean, that's about sums it up.
Who is your living mentor and what's the impact?
My living mentor, well, I have many of them. I mean, it's not just one person. I learned from a bunch of people, Colin Sprague, other people like that you see on TV, just from what you learn from them, mindset things, and viewpoints, even just by reading books.
Why being impactful is important to you?
Making change to better the world. I mean, I have to make change for myself, and I can't expect the world to change if I'm not willing to do any change in my own accord. So I mean, it helps everybody, and it makes for growth, I guess.
What do you want to be remembered for?
I'm not really sure. I mean, being a good father, being a good husband, wanting more from people, or believing in people. That one's a little challenging, I think.
How can we support you?
maybe giving direction to our website or my LinkedIn accounts for anybody that's looking for even just a second or a third opinion on something that we're knowledgeable on, like lighting and customer experience in the industry.
We are about to wrap up. I like to have a few words about your today's guest experience on the show. Here is my question. What would you say about your today's guest experience on the show?
So it's been enjoyable. I mean, it's pretty relaxed and make it very easy to follow the structure, and yeah, it's pretty comfortable. So I mean, yeah, I would refer anybody this way.
What would you say as a final word?
I appreciate the invite and being on your show, and yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Ian, for sharing your wisdom with us today on the behalf of Growth Hacking Secrets community and our entire team. We really appreciate you. This is Mohammed Siddique signing off from Atlanta, Georgia. Until the next episode, all good wishes.
Thank you.